Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here today with one of my most exceptional WOW VIP tribe members, Jen Gutfriend. And she has an amazing story, and you need to hear it. But before we share it with you, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about WOW. WOW is an international community of women in business and leadership committed to developing that growth mindset to bring their businesses into the 6 and 7 figures, to build our lives based on using the 1,440 minutes that we have in a day and be super productive and really increase both our joy and our profit. That's what the community is all about. I'm the leader and founder of WOW, Michelle Andrushak. I'm a certified management consultant and award-winning certified business coach, and I love helping women just like Jen to increase their passion and their joy and their profits in their business. And part of that process is this spotlight moment where I get to shine the spotlight on the most incredible women in business from around the world. And Jen is one of them. Jen, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. I'm really excited about this.
Jen, will you tell me a little bit about your story? It's such an incredible one. I want to hear it again.
Perfect. So I always say my story started on September 10th, 2011. And that was the day that I got married. And I don't know, you ladies out there that are married, you can think back to that wedding day and how amazing and special and happy you were. And I remember waking up that morning, and the first thought that went through my mind was, I'm making the biggest mistake of my life. But then in the next thought, I thought, I can't, like, there's nothing I can do about it because I'm going to disappoint everybody. So, like I always did, I got up the courage, I walked down the aisle, and I married a man who didn't truly love me, who treated me poorly to make everybody else happy. I was that nice girl, the people pleaser my whole life. And I had created this entire life. Everyone called it my picture perfect life. Like, everyone's like, oh, you have the picture perfect life. You have the husband, you have the house, you have a business, you have everything. And yet inside, I was dying. I was miserable, and I felt so much guilt and shame because I wasn't happy. Everyone thought I should be happy, and I wasn't. And I honestly thought there was something wrong with me. So a few months after the wedding, I was in the hospital getting x-rays because I was in so much pain all the time. I was exhausted, I was hurting. So my doctor sent me in for x-rays. And I remember standing there, and the room started to spin. And I just thought to myself, if I just close my eyes for a second, it'll all go away. But when I closed my eyes, I passed out, fell on the floor, hit my head, got a concussion. And that to me was my wake up call. There was something inside of me that said, there's something wrong. And I went to see doctors. Nobody knew what was wrong. All I knew was I was exhausted 24/7. I could barely stay awake. I couldn't function. I couldn't think. And my body was literally shutting down. And the doctors didn't know what to say. They didn't know what to do. They just said, well, there's nothing else we can do. Just, you know what, if you feel like you're going to pass out, just put your head between your legs. Like, that was all they told me. And I realized that this isn't how my life was meant to be. Like, it scared the crap out of me. I thought, you know what, if I keep up like this, I may not be alive. And I haven't truly lived my life yet. I've been living somebody else's. And it was like that light bulb moment went off. And over the coming months, I walked away from everything. I left my marriage. I left my business. As much as it, gave me a good income, I was miserable. And I walked away from most of my friends because I realized most of my friends weren't real friends, that they were only there for what they could get from me. So I found myself at 30 years old, literally starting from scratch. I was rebuilding everything. And I put the focus on me for once. It was all about me. I went to counseling. I started my personal development journey. I learned all about this whole personal development world. I hired my first coaches. I learned about Reiki and energy healing. And I just started this process of finding me and healing me. I had to heal the physical, but I also had to fix the physical and the mental, which was the most important. And on that journey, I discovered hypnotherapy, and that changed my life. Through hypnosis, I was able to go back to being only 2 days old And hearing my mom talk to a friend about how difficult her pregnancy was, how difficult her delivery was, and how difficult of a baby I was. And at 2 days old, my little baby mind said, I'm not good enough. I have to prove myself. I have to show everybody that I'm good enough. And so my whole life, that kept being reinforced. So throughout childhood, I was the child who would clean the bathroom just to make mom and dad happy. I would be the good girl and didn't get in trouble. I would take the blame for things my brother did. He would push everything on me. I was the straight A student, the star athlete, but yet I never felt like it was enough. And that resulted me in the marriage and the friendships. And through hypnosis, by understanding that, it was like this light bulb turned on in me. And I went from not feeling enough to realizing that I was enough, that I was perfect just the way I am. And because of that, my life shifted. It was like magic overnight. I started believing in myself. And because of that, my world changed. Now I live for happiness. Like literally, I wake up in the morning and it's like, yes, I get to do what I love. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm, I have a business that I love as a hypnotherapist. I've always wanted to go back to school. I finally am. I'm getting my psychology degree. And I'm working on moving to the Okanagan, to warmer climates, nicer weather. Like things now fall into place. You know what? Everything I do, it's about my happiness and about bringing me joy. And it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And I think every woman deserves to feel this kind of happiness and success. And the biggest thing is that self-love. Because when you love yourself, absolutely everything is available to you, but it all starts from inside.
I love that. And I love your enthusiasm and your energy for your new life. How exciting. So tell me about your hypnotherapy business. What kind of things do you offer? Who do you serve? How do people connect with you?
Yeah, so my specialty is those women just like me. I think that's how a lot of us get into business is we've overcome our own obstacles, and by overcoming those, we kind of become our own expert. So I take what I learned in my journey and I share it with others. So my specialty is, those people, those women that identify as the nice girl or the people pleaser, those overgivers. And so many of us women are like that. We put our children first, we put our husbands first, we put everybody else's needs ahead of our own, and we feel like that has to be the way, or that's the only way we'll be accepted. And that's not the case. So through a combination of hypnotherapy and coaching, I help you uncover why you believe that way. Because did you know more than 90% of the population, especially women, don't feel like they're enough? They don't believe in themselves. They don't love themselves. And they just think, if I just do this, I'll be loved and accepted. If I just do that, I'll be loved and accepted. But that comes from inside. You can't truly be loved by somebody else, accepted by somebody else, until you love and accept yourself. And I help women do that. My focus is on that self-worth, the self-love, and that self-confidence piece. And this affects our businesses as well, because if you don't believe and accept yourself, you're never truly going to put yourself out there. I mean, majority of the women I work with are entrepreneurs. They're women who realize they're not doing what they should be doing. There's something holding them back, and it all goes on in the mind. Because those blocks, whether it's money blocks or relationship blocks, whatever that is, it's something in here, a thought in here that's holding you back.
Absolutely. It is all about mindset. Absolutely. 100%. I am all on board, Jen. I totally get that. It's just like, the only thing that's holding you back is yourself and your mind and your thoughts. But
Exactly.
but I love the fact that you are bringing your evolution of your life to serve the worldwide community. So how can people engage with you and learn more about your services?
Sure. So they can visit my website, www.liveyourremarkablelife.com, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Live Your Remarkable Life.
I
Oh,
love the name. Live your remarkable life.
exactly.
Amazing. That's great. And I also love the fact that you're able to get those domain names. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was difficult when I was picking my name. It's like I got to find one with a domain that's available. So this one, it just worked out perfectly.
Oh, well, it was meant to happen. Just like I know you were meant to join the WOW VIP tribe and our community of international women that are really focused, like I said, on that growth mindset, on collaborations, and on supporting each other and helping each other get over those mindset issues, as well as the money issues, as well as the productivity issues, everything that comes along with being an entrepreneur. Like you said, you're a lifelong entrepreneur as well. So Jen, what was it about WOW and the VIP tribe that attracted you to our community?
To me, it's the amazing women. I love meeting like-minded women. And as an entrepreneur, we're in our own little bubble. And I say that I call them the muggles, which are the normal people that go to a day job. They don't understand our world. And I just love connecting with other female entrepreneurs to build that tribe, to build that connection and those relationships of someone who likes you and trusts you and knows you and who you can just kind of go to on those shitty days. Because when I go to my regular friends and say, oh my God, I just had the shittiest day at work, and they go, oh, how can working from home be that shitty? And I'm like, okay. So having those like-minded women, and wow, the group, the ladies are amazing, what I've met so far, and I just love the community.
Oh, well, we love having you and your enthusiasm for life as part of the community. And I can't wait for you to bring that to our gatherings online and in person. Part of the VIP tribe is that we meet on a regular basis just to have coffee and have those conversations about those successful and shitty days. You know, we all have them. And it's great to have you be there and support the community, as well as find support there for yourself as well. Jen, I am so excited that I've had this time to get to know you even better and see you watch living such what I call the remarkable life. Filled with happiness and joy. You're just absolutely beaming today. And it's a total pleasure to shine the WOW VIP spotlight on a fabulous woman in business just like yourself.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks for joining me today. And people, if you're watching this video, check out Jen and her services on her website, on Instagram, on social. And while you're there, check out the WOW Biz Tribe as well. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.